guitar freaks, welcome to a new guitar lesson. This week I'm gonna deal with some metal rhythm guitar playing, and more specifically with the 16th note triplets. Now, those of you that have no idea what the 16th note triplets is, I'm gonna say and cover a bit of the basics, but you should probably research rhythm, beat, tempo, note values, that kind of stuff before you try and play this. Now, you already saw the riffs, but before we talk about the specific riffs and what techniques I had in mind and the little technicalities behind them, we should first say that every song has a pulse. We usually call this pulse the tempo. The tempo is determined by a term that's called beats per minute. This is how we count it. This is how we can be specific about it. So usually we have a specific number of beats per minute, and we have a number of different pulses that construct one bar. The most common meter that forms a bar in modern music is the 4/4. That means we have 4 beats, and every 4 beats we have 1 bar. Now, usually the note values are the whole note that you rate for 4 beats, like 1, 2, 3, 4. The half notes that you rate for 2 beats each, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the quarter notes that you rate for 1 beat each, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have the 8th notes that means we have 2 equally divided notes on each beat. We count it like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and whatever falls on the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the downbeat, and whatever falls in between when I'm counting the end, this is called the upbeat. So we usually have something like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? And these are the 8 notes. Then we have the triplets, which are 3 equally divided notes, and usually when we say triplets we mean 8th note triplets. That means we have like 3 notes on each beat, so we have something like, we count it like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now I played F, E, and D, and each time I played the F, this is supposed to be where the beat falls, like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now, you don't always have to count it. It's much easier if you feel the groove, but this is what the 8th note triplets are. So double the speed, you have the 16th note triplets. So when you have 8th note triplets, that means you have 3 equal notes per beat. So it sounds like this: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And when you have 16th note triplets, that means you have double the speed, so you have 6 16th note triplets on each of the beats, and you can count it. It's gonna sound like this: 1 triplet and triplet, 1 triplet and triplet, 1 triplet, or 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. But it's not so easy or logical to count this way, so you can also feel it, or you can use the Konakol in Indian kind of rhythmic language that they use, where they have the word takita for 3 syllable word, and you can count it like this: takita 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 ta. So you have 6 notes on each beat. So on the first riff that I showed you, here's what I did. At first, for the first riff, I played 16th note triplets on the downbeats of 1 and 2. So on the upbeats, I just played the power chord. So it was something like this: 1 triplet, exactly as I would play 8th notes, like 1 and 2 and 4, 1 and 2 and 1. Sorry, 1 triplet, 2 triplet. So this is the first half of the bar, and after that I used some fills with chords like this. The first time I did. Now the picking is a little bit important. When I played the 16th note triplets, since they're starting on the downbeat, I started with a downstroke. So down, down, and then upstroke for the chord. Down, 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 down. And then for the power chord, since it was at 120 BPM, it was kind of fast, I used alternate picks. So I did, and then again, once again the same thing. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, and then I played A sharp, G, F, and then I played the riff starting from the F. So back to the first fill, G sharp, F, G sharp, G sharp, G, F, and back from the start. So the whole riff slowly would sound something like this. You can always experiment with this, and you can always try and place in the downbeats on the 2, the 3 or the 4, and combinations in between those things. And that was the first riff. Now for the second riff, there we had downbeats on the 3 and 4, and at first I played the A5 power chord on the 6th string, so I did something like this. 1 and 2 and. So I played this riff with an open, I'm not muting it, an A power chord, and then I'm muting for the upbeat of the 1 and then 2, and I hammer down from the B to the C, 1 and then I have the 16th note triplets on the downbeat of the 3, so 3 triplet and so 1 and then I just harmonized the scale, the A minor, so I went to the B diminished, so on the exact same rhythm, then to the C, and the D, but then I went from the D to the E major, actually the E and the 3rd, so no 5th, and that was the second riff. Now for the third one, there what I did was I placed the 16th note triplets on the upbeats, and more specifically on the upbeats of 1 and 4. So I had something like this, a power chord on the downbeat, so 1, and then on the upbeat end I played triplet, so 1 and triplet, 1 and triplet, and then I went to the 2, so 1 and triplet, 2 and right there I used the tie from the 2 and 3 and 4, and then after the 4 I played the 16th note triplet on the upbeat, so 1 up triplet, 2 and 3 and 4 up triplet. So this is the main idea behind the third riff, and I use the exact same positions in each bar, but I'm playing different chords. So it's something like a line cliché. I'm gonna discuss this in a future video. So I played slowly the A bar chord, and here's what's important. When you place the 16th note triplets on the upbeat, I think that it's better if you start the 16th note triplet with an upstroke, because this, as the 16th note triplet, 3 notes, you have up, down, up, so that means on the next beat you're gonna come back with a downstroke. And this is really crucial because you want to maintain a steady hand locked in with the metronome while you're playing, otherwise it's too easy to get lost. That's what I've seen from my experience, that what I always advise my students to do, try to keep a steady hand with the pulse, and usually we have the right hand, the picking hand plays downstrokes on the downbeats. So that was my advice for this. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and ask me if you have any questions. Let me know if you like these lessons and if you'd like to hear more like this one. I hope I'll see you soon. Take care. Cheers.